Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we will be going over the technical analysis for Amazon on the daily chart, the weekly chart, and the monthly chart. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go ahead and start out here on the daily chart just to give you a little closer, view of what Amazon has been doing the last few days or a couple of weeks. You can see we kept on gapping down, 3, 4 days in a row. Tried to recover a little bit, then again, just more selling before we reached that low here, beginning of this month, first third of the month. And then, the market's kind of bounced a little bit. So, obviously Amazon kind of went along with that move. But now you can see here we have pretty much a double top off of this area right here. This 103 level, is where we got that second rejection. Kind of topped out here before we started seeing more selling. We came back up to that level, and again, here we are rejecting off of it. So that's pretty bearish in my opinion. I've definitely been looking to see where I can jump in puts here the last few days for Amazon. And now, taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see this was the previous support zone was going to be from 101.30 to 108, 35. And, we came through and broke through that zone. We got the close below that zone here at the end of October. And then we came back up and we've retested this zone now the last 2 weeks, and we haven't been able to reclaim it. So now what I see happening is, next week we'll probably come up and retest the top of this candle. So maybe 98.75. We call this the entry. This is where I would be looking to enter some puts next week with a stop. I'd put a stop up here, 104, 105. If it breaks that level, then, I'd probably cut any short positions that I have with Amazon. But as far as price targets to the downside, what I can see easily happening is, this 91.59. This would be TP number one for me. This is where I would scale out some of my contracts, move my stop loss into profit, so that way I'm not, risking more than I need to on this trade and making it a lot more stress free to the point where I can just kind of let it play out. And then after that, we'll go and take a look at the monthly chart to get our next target. But what I would be looking for here is a break below this pivot right here, which would be right around 81.42. So 81.50, I'm sure, would be a good target to shoot for to the downside. And keep in mind, these are on larger time frames, so this is gonna be a trade that I'm gonna be swinging for multiple days. In no way do I see this, hitting 81 on Monday. That's just too big of a move. So, expect to see, a little bit of retracement from the selling we saw this week before a continuation downwards towards our next two profit targets. Even, you can see the support here on the daily chart. This is another area that you could also start to scale out at. So we can go and call this TP number 2, and then we'll call this one TP number 3. See if we can get this to, let me type, TP number 3. And yeah, that's just a pretty quick and basic, swing trade that I'm looking at here for Amazon. The risk to reward is, very good in my opinion. We can break it down really quick here with this. So if we were to, set it up like this, our risk to reward, if we hit all three of our targets, would be our risk is 1 to 4.45. So, almost 4.5 times our risk, which is awesome. And, you know, grabbing option contracts that are expiring, you know, February or March or something like that would be a smart way to go, in my opinion. That way you have plenty of time for this trade to kind of do its thing and really get the maximum potential out of the trade and really make it worth your time. So, oh, actually, I'm looking at this wrong. So this is actually a 2.89 risk to reward ratio. I was looking at the open profit and loss. So, yeah. Again, you know, even a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade is definitely something that is really good to have. So that way, you know, even if you're losing, you know, 2 out of every 3 trades, then you know you can still be a profitable trader that way. It's all about just managing your risk and don't get greedy when it comes to, you know, being up on a position quite a bit. You know, if you have 10 contracts and you're up, you know, over 100% or 50%, you know, cut a bunch of them, you know, cut over half of them. So that way, you know, you're only trading with the profits at that point. And then, you know, again, move your stop loss into profit. So no matter what, it's going to be a winning trade, whether, you know, you get stopped out or whether it continues to drop and, you know, you keep on hitting your other price targets. So, yeah, I hope this information is useful for you guys. If you guys have any questions or if you want me to go over any certain stocks that you guys are looking at, there will be links to you know, that, so you guys can request that from me in the description. I'll be adding all those key levels into here, all of these key levels um, into the description as well. And yeah, also, if you guys are interested in the indicators that I'm using, my custom trend line indicator or the support and resistance zone indicator, there will be links in the description for that as well. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time.